Hello, Fnaf here, back in the video. Today we're going over the Five Nights at Freddy's, the Mimic / Burntrap Wave subline of Five Nights at Freddy's. There is no collect them all on the back, but these are the ones you can collect. You have Burntrap, the Mimic, and Costume Mimic / Grimmick from Fnaf Ruin. This is from Fnaf Ruin, and this is from Fnaf Security Breach / Ruin if you want to technically include him as a part of Ruin. But he's more from Secure Breach than he is Ruin. So basically, in this video, I'll be going into a very extreme amounts of detail. If I get anything wrong, I'll probably cut it out. Further ado, let's get into this video. Starting off with the core characters, we are going to go over first is the Mimic and Costume Mimic. And after that, we'll go over Burntrap. And after that, we'll end off the video. We'll rate the characters in between. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the bare endoskeleton right here. We have the Mimic from Five Nights at Freddy's Secure Breach Ruin. As you can see here, he has a typical FNAF 2 style of box, even though he's a FNAF Secure Breach character. You have him on the you have a 3D model on the side, the Mimic, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 background, Five Nights at Freddy's 1216 Pop Games Funko. Then on the left side, you have the Mimic 1216 Pop Games, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 background. On the back, it says 1216 Five Nights at Freddy's. No one you can collect all of you differently, which is really odd. I almost said obviously. Oddly enough, there's no one you can collect on the back. It just says Five Nights at Freddy's. That's about it. Like some very exclusive pops. So maybe this was an impromptu wave. Who knows? You had the Mimic outlined in white. You have Pop Games, Mangle on the center, and streamers. Download the Funko app. Here's the right side. Just a Mimic, plastic casing, Pop Games, 1216, a Mimic peeping out his head. Then on top of the box, you have the Mimic with Five Nights Pop Games, Funko.com. So I'm going to be right back and open this, and then we'll review the pop. Alright, now starting with the Mimic, as you can see here, just a straight overview. His articulation, he has articulation in the head. He can move his head a full 360. No, he cannot move it 360. He can move it side to side because there's hindrance in the ball joints on his arms. Alright, now let's start off the face of this creature. As you can see here, his orange eyes. You have metal detailing around the eyes with the nuts and bolts. You have a little felt piece on here when you had it in Ruin. The little felt piece of the animatronic mascot costumes that he has in Ruin. He has 2 red wires on his jaw. No, 4 red wires on his jaw. You have his little, not little, but you have his teeth, which are a light, dark white color. You have inside his mouth is just the animatronic gray. You have his hair, or what people call it, his hair is just a not loincloth. It's just a cloth on the side of his head. A dark brown color, which it should be black. Both companies have messed this up, U2's and Funko. It's supposed to be black, not a dark brown. And on the back, you have more cords connecting to the right side of the head. Somewhat standard endoskeleton shape. He is made bulkier than the endoskeleton because these figures are more fragile. You'll see that in a second, but yeah, their arms do move a little bit. But yeah, he's using gray, so it's a little bit more sturdy. Alright, now going to his body, as you can see here, you have more wires in his torso. You have a little box thing for his torso. You have the nuts and bolts on his torso. You have some more animatronic details for the arms. You have some spiky nails on one side and more basic animatronic endoskeleton with no sharp or pointiness on the left side. You have more scrap together parts. With a red wire on his left leg. You have 2 different animatronic feet. They both have 3 toes, but one has more of like the Springtrap style on the right side. And on this side is just more like animatronic. I don't know what to describe it, like mascot type. Then he has more red wires going across his lower leg, and you have more indentations for the animatronic endo for legs. And you have more more of wires popping up into his torso, as you can see right there. Then on the back, you just have more nuts in there, or just bolts, or whatever you want to call it. You have his spine lead curving into his pelvis part. You have his screw box right here, which is really odd that it has it right there, but okay. I mean, they didn't really need to make it, but I guess it's okay. You're not gonna see it from the back. But yeah, that is Ruined Mimic. Let's rate him out of 10. Alright, now rating Ruined Mimic out of 10. Honestly, I'm gonna have to give him probably... Oh man, this is tough. He is a good figure. He really, really is. So, I'm going to say a 9 out of 10. Because he is really well made. Really well made. He's very, very accurate to his in-game counterpart. He looks merely identical, minus the claw off. And everything else is just a nitpicky. He doesn't feel like he's going to break. So that's really good. And he's just spectacular. Amazing figure. If you're able to find a Mimic, because these are now starting to release, because Entertainment Earth has the first batch, so we're going to start appearing in stores later on. And yeah, I'll give this a 9 out of 10. Alright, next up here we have is the Costume Mimic. As you can see here, he's number 1215 of the Pop Games Five Nights at Freddy's line, made by Funko. Costume Mimic, mimicking the mascot suit on the left side. And turning it to the right, you have Costume Mimic 1215. As you can see right here, 1215 Pop Games. Then on the back it says Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, when you can collect, because oddly I think this is really an impromptu wave due to high demand of these characters, plus Scott probably wanting them as well. Funko 2026 Scott Coffin already reserved. Download the Funko app. 1215 Pop Games with the Five Nights at Freddy's Mimic on the left side. And you have the Mimic peeping out through the costume suit. Costume Mimic 1215 Pop Games. Then on the top you have another shot of the Costume Mimic, Pop Games, and Funko. And yeah, let's open this up. Alright, so a little bit of backstory on this guy. He is the final boss you face, and he's a secret ending boss in the Five Nights at Freddy's Secure Breach Ruin. This guy and this guy are the final bosses of final boss of a DLC of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruin. And yeah, what I'm trying to say is here that this guy goes in here and he's peeking out through there. I don't know how else to describe it. From there, let's just get on to the actual review now. Alright, now starting off with this figure, as you can see here, overall he looks fantastic. He looks very, very accurate to his in-game counterpart. He's missing the eye. He has another eye that's matte black. As you can see right here, it's barely shiny. Alright, now as you can see here with the Costume Mimic, you have an elephant ear right here on the left side, which has a lot of scarring on it, as you can see right there with some yellow. You have a lot of brown hair on the back, and you have more of a damaged fluff right there of costume. Yeah, just of the costume, sorry, my bad. You have more patchwork on the upper head, more stitching for his broken lion ear. You have more stitching for his elephant ear. You have stitching all across his head. You have his four teeth, but he's missing 2 teeth on the left side. For his eyes, as you can see here, you have the Mimic eyes in there. Unfortunately, they are kind of poorly painted at times, but really differs person to person. These are really complex figures, and they are on a very small base. You have 2 orange eyes for the Mimic. You have 2 teeth, a little lip right here, more blue mascot suit or wires. You have his arm poking out, as you can see right here. You have a little lion suit, not little, but the large lion suit for like a football, baseball, etc. team. You have a blue arm, clown wristband. You have some holes in the suit for the animatronic arm peeping out, as you can see on the left side. Then, as you can see here, you do have some more endoskeleton peeping out of the suit and more damage peeping out. You have a big L right there that's fully 3D. His buttons are 3D. His full suit's practically 3D. You have some more wires popping out of the stomach with some more rips. You have a lot of curvature detailing for the creases in the suit, which look really, really, really nice. Then you have some little blue blue gradients that are fading into white, and you have more of a Mimic endo in there. He has one big shoe from the elephant and one standard standard foot from the lion. You have 3 indents for that. Then on the back, you have more damage, a huge scar in the back for the Five Nights at Freddy's endoskeleton, or the mimic, whatever you want to call it. It's called a mimic, but it's just loose damage in here, painted on in gray, glossy gray. Then you have his tail, which is just a standard color of a light yellow or dark yellow. He has some polka dot patterns on the endoskeleton arm that has like damage on it in white damage polka dot arm. And yeah, that's it for the mimic. Costume mimic. Let's rate him out of 10. Alright, now costume mimic. Honestly, I was liking this more than I expected, but like honestly, I might have to give him a 10. He's very accurate to his in-game counterpart. He's very accurate to it. Very accurate. The only thing this is a nitpick, but I wish he had some more black details inside the suit instead of just being basic gray, but I understand why they don't have much. You probably didn't have the budget for that. I would say he does need painting on the tail, but at the same time it's a back accessory, so he really doesn't need it. But yeah, overall, this guy's fantastic. If you're able to get it and you're a fan of Secret of Mimic / Five Nights at Freddy's Ruin, I suggest getting this. Same with the Mimic. And let's move on to Burntrap, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach's final boss. Alright, now starting off with the GOAT of the set, we have Burntrap. Even though he's not GOATed in game, he's just there for like 5 minutes. He's still an awesome design, which should have been utilized more. But yeah, Funko, Pop Games, Five Nights at Freddy's 1214, Burntrap final figure. With all the legal information at the bottom. You know what these boxes look like at this point. Burntrap on the side, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 background. More Five Nights at Freddy's 2 with Burntrap, Pop Games, Burntrap, and the code number, not code number, the number for the pop. Five Nights at Freddy's 1214. More Burntrap 2026 S Coffin. Download the Funko app, Pop Games. On the left side, it's practically the same thing. And on the top, it's practically the same as all the others. I'm going to be right back, unbox this, and we'll go from there. Alright, now finishing off, we have Burntrap, the final boss of Five Nights at Freddy's Secure Breach base game. So yeah. Right off the bat, I was looking around him, and he's such an amazing pop. Straight off the bat, I haven't felt all the textures yet, but he has so many good textures. He looks like a horror movie villain, honestly. Very, very horror movie based. Yeah. Without further ado, off this video here, we have a cream of crop, Burntrap. So starting off with his head. His head is a very nice bunny mold. It has a lot of texturing to it. A lot of texturing. It has like practically the same 2013 Springtrap texture, just a little bit more like run down, destroyed, etc. And I will say his arms feel a bit flimsy in some areas. To the point we're not there yet. You have his human teeth. You have all this like rotting corpse, like, indentations and like so much of it. It does have some glue stains, I will say that much, or dust, whatever. But yeah, he looks very nice. You have patches on the back of his head and side of his head, which are accurate to his in-game counterpart. You have like the wires popping out. You have the endoskeleton like bars popping out. That's on both sides, and they are flimsy at times, so be careful of these. Yeah, the wires curling around and skedaddling out. I don't know what else to describe it as. You have more cracks in his head showing the skin underneath, or just tissue underneath. You have his pink/purple eyes, which they should be purple, but the pink works good enough, I would say. But yeah, you have his black bunny nose. You have more damage around here for basically his like, what's this called? Flesh and tissue. And it does even go underneath too as well. That's really nice, honestly. And going to his body, as you can see here, you have a really nice green color for his base of his suit. He is missing a lot of like the secondary color, which I don't think he has because it's like very hard to tell. But yeah, you have some more of that human remains on the side of the animatronic suit. You have more of those fingers. You have a little bit of patchwork on top of the endoskeleton. He has some shoulder pads, one shoulder pad, which is kind of hindering his... Oh, he can move his head, okay. I did not expect that. You can move his head. But yeah, you have his torso, upper torso piece with more of the endoskeleton and human remains popping out. You have his pelvis piece, his upper thigh piece, and his foot right foot is mostly intact, I guess. There's some little bit of damage in those. You have the animatronic endoskeleton popping out with more damage. And on the back, before we get to the right leg or left leg, you have a lot of very intricate details for his animatronic suit. It is immaculate. You have the damage on top of his, like, on the back, the straps holding him together. On the head and the head and the belt, head and the torso. You can see more of his gut detailing inside the animatronic suit, with more of that metal texturing. Then you have the animatronic foot, which looks amazing. Okay, that sounded weird, but you know, I mean, pause. You have the animatronic leg that looks amazing with some more of a tissue on there. A very sharp spring trap foot. That is amazing. And you have a one bone finger on the left side, two bone fingers on the left side, or one bone finger. But I have a bone thumb on the left side and a bone finger on the same side as well. He's reaching out towards you. If you see this thing, you're practically going to be messed up, or you're going to be paralyzed in fear, probably, because this is a walking rabbit corpse, human rabbit corpse. This thing is amazing, and I do highly recommend getting this, but we're not to the ratings yet, but let's get to it. Alright, now rating Burntrap out of 10, honestly, I'm going to have to give him a 10 out of 10. Never 10 out of 10, honestly. The only thing other than the bias, he looks amazing. The only thing I would complain about is the eyes. I think I'm going to do a blacklight test after this. I think you guys are really blacklight on these, so I'm going to try that out after this video. By that, I mean at the end of the video. Yeah, these eyes are amazing. They really have the neon vibe like Mimic. And they pop. They really do, no pun intended. The eyes pop. But they are the inaccurate color. But everything else, besides a slightly better paint job in some areas, I can't complain. Honestly, I cannot complain at all. Now, let's rate the wave as a whole, then enough of the video. Alright, now with the Fnaf's modern day Aura Farmers, how would I rate these guys out of 10? Not rate these guys out of 10. How would I rate this wave out of 10? Honestly, I would rate this wave, a solid 9 out of 10. Or a 10 out of 10. I'm going to go with 9 out of 10 due to the small, minor nitpicks. Just to keep it fair and as honest as possible. Yeah, overall, these guys are a 9 out of 10. They look very nice. The Mimic should have had a black cloth instead of a brown cloth. The Burntrap should have purple eyes instead of pink. The Ruin's Mimic suit, the Ruin mascot suit, is pretty fine, honestly. It looks very, very accurate to its in-game apart. Yeah, I cannot complain about these guys. Solid 9 out of 10 for this wave. 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. These guys are fantastic. Whoever designed these at Funko did an amazing job. So much better than the tie-dyes we got. Keep doing this, Funko. Keep making the fans happy. You'll get more money from this. And just keep making the fans happy. I know that y'all are making the toy animatronics later on in the year. Hopefully that lives up to the hype, and hopefully they are cooking fine and dandy, nice and well, and accurate as possible. Even if they had to make new molds, make new molds. Don't reuse molds like Toy Freddy being used in the 2016 mold. Even though that is a good mold, repose it. Do something with the jaw. Or do something with the head and the torso as well, if you plan to reuse it. But yeah, overall, these guys are fantastic. I have no complaints about these. Absolutely fantastic. A solid 9 out of 10. Absolutely amazing. Oh yeah, these guys definitely glow, I think. Yeah, these guys glow moderately well. I mean, especially Burntrap. He looks